paradise won't change your mind. Can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice.
And I made it out of the water.
You did. You know, Chris, you're right. I know this isn't BioWare because you haven't had to make any choices that don't have any actual impact on the game yet.
Very true.
So... Grandmama, where are you? Grandmama, so far you've given me a vision on every single one of these end of stage meditation things, but you haven't shown up. Oh, is it because I didn't meditate enough, Grandmama?
Is it because I am working on filling your head.
Oh, I know. It's because I took my pills, like the doctor told me to. Oh, there you are, Grandmama.
Sure.
And then the boy made of sand walked far and wide and gazed upon his own prophecy and decided self-fulfilling prophecies are bullshit. Why have it? Why even claim it's a prophecy if I'm going to be the one that prophesizes that I'm doing it myself? Why not just call it my own, like, autobiography or my memoirs or something like that? You have to make it sound all mystical and magical by claiming that it's self-fulfilling. Now, keep in mind that this is not what I normally sound like, because I'm doing the narration in my own head. And I sound much more intelligent in my own head than I do when I'm talking to Grandma. Oh, hold on, hold that thought. But Grandmama, why do you need me to do these things?
And they thought there weren't going to be silly voices.
You know, we will work in silly voices.
Yep.
It's a thing we do. You're just going to have to deal with it, folks. But seriously, self-fulfilling prophecies are bullshit. They really are. They are. I get why they happen in storytelling because they create a structure.
Yes.
For the game, but they are still, or for the game or the story or whatever. It's like, all right, I know that I'm going to go from point A to point B. And I've already told you at the start, here's the roadmap of point A to point B.
Yep. So
if I deviate from that, you still know that I'm going to get to point B, but I'm trying to undermine my own prophecy by declaring it. And it's like, don't. I mean, it's the same reason why time travel always fucks stories up.
Yes.
Unless it's, time travel fucks stories up unless the time travel is the event that started the story.
Yes.
And then you deal with the implications of it. When time travel becomes the solution,
that's when you have problems.
Right. Unless you have supremely thought it out, which unfortunately most things don't. It's why the Back to the Future series is so good. Because time travel is not the solution to the story. It's the problem that caused it in the first place.
In case you guys didn't notice, that was a cloth manta. I can revive it a little bit so that it jiggles, but it's
freezing again.
Refreezing. It is a mountain. It's cold. It's
Mountains
frosty.
Are cold. But you're not freezing. You're okay.
Not yet. I've got this.
That's because you've got a...
Yeah. If you look at my scarf...
Oh, your scarf is slowly draining.
Yes.
Oh, and I see frost forming on you now.
Yep.
Oh, it's the Leviathan thing that was trying to eat you before.
Yep.
I don't like him. He should go away.
And again with this...
Oh, you're slowing down, too.
I'm just not running is all.
Okay.
But another thing with this game, if you have a partner, if you have a person you're playing with, if you huddle close together, you stay warm and your scarves don't disintegrate.
Okay, because you huddle for warmth.
Exactly.
Okay. That's cool. And yeah, so we were kind of talking about in the first episode how this game displays a lot of its story through visuals. The visual effect of your scarf slowly freezing and draining as you go. Conveys a lot without having to have the character shivering or having a health bar that's slowly draining. I mean, it's the same effect. It is the exact same effect, but in terms of gameplay.
Yes.
But in terms of visual storytelling, I think this is probably a better way to do it. I have a
to the
feeling
next
there's probably not a lot of jump puzzles, which is
No.
why you're okay with letting your scarf stay drained.
This part of the game is intended and designed to be the difficult leg of your journey. It's supposed to make you feel like you're slogging through a mountain because you're slogging through a mountain.
Yeah, I can certainly see you and that's a very good way of matching gameplay and story design together.
Yes.
And yeah, your cloak is very frosty now.
And I'm having to hide behind these statues here to not get blown back further because it's a very windy mountain valley.
Which you would expect if you're climbing a mountain.
Exactly.
And man, the stark colors that have now drained all the color away from you is such a visual departure from the vibrant colors of the desert and everything we've seen thus far. It's
see you.
He's so sad.
It's okay, Cloth Manta. I'm gonna let you.
Don't fly away, Cloth Manta.
He's gonna refill my scarf. And I'm gonna use it to go a bit before it all gets frozen again. Still there, Cloth Manta?
No,
he's gone.
He decided it was too cold and went home.
I don't blame him in the slightest.
He's like, okay, I've tried skiing, I've tried snowboarding, not for me. I'm gonna move someplace warmer like England.
Yep. And the fact that you're considering England as warmer shows you how damn cold this mountain is.
Man, I'm surprised that Leviathan. Any second now, I expect the Leviathan to like freeze over and just plummet. I know that it's probably not going to happen because that's a bit too brutal for what this gameplay style seems to be. But I want it to happen just because I think it would be a cool visual effect.
It would. Unfortunately, as we're going to learn shortly, the Leviathans aren't affected by the cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's no good. Oh, it's because they have enough cloth on them that they can recharge their own cloth.
They're not actually powered by cloth.
They're powered by the black holes, aren't they? I knew it. They're just part of the corporate overlords.
Yeah, that's another thing that you may or may not have been able to tell there. My chirp was not as powerful as it was
Well, yeah,
previously
you don't have
because
as much cloth.
No, it's not because I don't have as much cloth. It's because I'm cold. It's hard to speak when you're cold.
Well, unless what you want to say is. Okay, so since they moved out and all they had left were their hover carts, they started getting the hover cart gangs fighting each other for territory.
Beefing over turf.
What we see there is an example of two hover gangs in the classic game of chicken, and unfortunately they pushed the edge of brinkmanship and one fell off the cliff. Now you would think since they're on hover carts that would be fine, but it turns out that hover carts don't work like you think they do. You actually need something to you need something for the hover part to push off of. So if you end up over a cliff, well, eventually you're going to have something to push off of, but the strength of your hover propulsion might not be enough to offset the amount of kinetic energy you've built up from gravity pulling you down.
Yep.
So. Oh, this looks like it's going to be cold.
Yep.
Very cold. There's not much more after this, is there?
No, we're almost done.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we might just go into the end then.
Yeah.
Given the Oh, hi, Leviathan. Go away, please. I'm guessing that this is only slightly easier with a partner, because then you have to, without being... That's the other thing about the communication in this game. You can't...
The only communication you get
is the
chirps.
And you don't get to pick who you play with.
No, it's
and
entirely...
you have no way of identifying who they are, either.
The only way you can tell if it's the same person you've been playing with is when they chirp, is it the same hieroglyph? If it's not, then I got a different person. If it's the same person, it'll be the same hieroglyph the whole time.
Yeah. So you have to coordinate all your actions with a second person who might not be the person you've been with on the whole journey because they had to go off and do something for some reason, which, you know.
I need to get into the thing. Crap.
You got it.
Okay.
He turned.
Oh, crap, no. He decided to chew on me anyway.
Oh, ow. That is.
Yeah, no, they have your scarf length.
That is crazy. So, you. Oh, God. Can you get back up to where you were, or do you need to.
No, I can get back.
And let me guess, if in a subsequent playthrough you wanted to get your scarf length back again, you'd have to go find more runes, or does it get restored at the end of the journey to its maximum of whatever you've recovered?
Don't actually remember offhand.
Okay. Yes, this game has a somewhat New Game Plus mode. You get to carry over your progress from journey to journey.
Yup. Each time you finish a journey, you also get more embroidery at the bottom of your cloak.
Ah, so you're given a fancier cloak. That must cost a lot of money. Once again, they are wasting money that could be spent on other things. Yeah, that is completely false rage. I really like.
Yep.
There are more important things to worry about than to get angry with how a fictional game government is spending its fictional cloth.
Come on, get in the.
So, wow, is it like the only markers you have for where to go are like those very
Yes.
lost in the mist things?
Yes.
Oh, that's
People
brutal.
don't usually get this far on their journeys. I don't know if you noticed, but there are significantly fewer grave markers than there were earlier in the game. Because most people don't get this far.
Oh, that's it. Oh, but there's another Leviathan searchlight.
Yep.
Let's just hunker down here for a moment.
Exactly. As long as I'm inside when it passes over, it doesn't see me. The reason it got me last time anyway is because
'cause it
it
already
saw me
knew where you
first.
were. Yeah.
It watched me go into that remains of another Leviathan.
Oh, these are Leviathan remains?
Yeah, these are Leviathan remains. Ah, shit. No.
The game is teaching Chris not to take shortcuts. Go away, Mr. Leviathan.
Crap. Okay, thank you so much for turning when you did and not actually catching me in your spotlight.
That would have been bad. Especially because they throw you, like, a significant distance, too.
Yeah.
Because that last one threw you basically halfway back down the mountain. Not...
Right.
That's an over-exaggeration.
Back down that chunk of mountain.
Right. Oh, here's two little grave markers. Oh, they both froze together.
Yep.
That's both sad and kind of touching at the same time. Oh, and the camera's panning out. That's never a good sign. Just in video games, when the camera pans out, you usually don't want to actually be wherever you are.
Yep.
Wow. So, what does our little owl boy's chirp stand for? Like his little glyph. What do you think it stands for?
That glyph right there.
I live it out
sure.
like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't chain me down. I